If I'd been stood outside St Paul's Cathedral today, I would have booed Harry and Meghan. I would happily have been one of those people in the crowd booing them. And in my opinion, it would have all been their own fault. Here's what happened after today's Thanksgiving service to the Queen. Let's play it. Yes, you can hear some bells. You could argue that maybe you could see one as well. There's a bit of cheering, but there's also, of course, quite a lot of booing. And I think they've behaved appallingly and damaged the reputation of our great nation. But the real reason I'd have booed them is because of the way that they've treated our dear Queen. When all the royals must have known, without any shadow of a doubt whatsoever, that Prince Philip was terminally unwell, they chose to make his final days more miserable. They went on Oprah. They constantly sniped. Because of their actions, the Queen will not only have had to come to terms with the grief of losing her beloved Philip, her husband of 73 years, her strength and stay, but she had to deal with a global media backlash. She had to deal with controversy and with drama. But that's exactly what Meghan is, isn't it? Controversy and drama. We've all met women like that. And Harry is, in my opinion, a bit too thick to see through her. When they didn't name the so-called royal racist, they implicated the entire royal family. There was that famous question to William, wasn't there? Are you a racist family? Well, if the royals are the figureheads of our nation, our ambassadors, and people accuse them of racism, then the implication there is that we're a racist country. Then, of course, at Prince Philip's funeral, it was the Harry show for a while, wasn't it? How will the brothers react? Will there be tension? What a petty little sideshow to a funeral of one of the greatest men that this country has ever produced. The Queen sat alone that day and bowed her head. Harry should have sat alone that day and hung his head in shame. Harry and Meghan did an unannounced visit to Windsor to see the Queen the other week. He said he wanted to make sure she had the right people around her. Well, that's ridiculous, isn't it? Because one of those people that she should have had around her was her great-granddaughter Lilibet, but Harry didn't want that to happen. By the way, I'm convinced they only named Lilibet as a PR stunt, but anyway, we'll move on from that. Because of Harry and Meghan's actions, our Queen has only been allowed to see her great-granddaughter, as far as we're aware anyway, once, while she was feeling unwell at one of the busiest times of her life. It's hardly ideal, is it? Anyway, I just can't believe that they've actually done that. But they chose to deprive our Queen of precious family memories. Then there's, of course, the environmental stuff. Whinge and Ginge keep banging on about their eco-loving agenda. But Harry took a private jet home from a charity polo match. They both took a private jet to an eco-retreat. They're helping to force through a discredited environmentalist agenda that is bankrupting millions of people right now in the UK. So, to summarise, in my opinion, Harry and Meghan kicked our Queen while she was down, called us all racist and heaped financial misery on millions of people. If that isn't worth a good booing, then I don't know what is.